miss the old you, I miss the old you. I used to hold you, I used to hold you, and that it cost nothing, baby. Real life don't cost a motherfucker, can they? I miss the old me, I miss the way I used to be.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. I did this sort of emerald green halo eye type of look for you today using the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. I will have all products that I used throughout this video listed down below, a link. And I know you guys don't want to hear me keep on gabbing on, so let's just jump right into the video. So I already filled in my brows with my Anastasia Dip Brow in Blonde. So I'm going to start off by priming my eyes with my Tarte Shape Tape just to give an even base for when we apply the shadows. And I'm just going to spread this evenly all over both of my eyelids. If you prefer an eye primer, this would be the time to apply one, but I don't really notice much of a difference when I use an eye primer, so I just prefer to use a concealer to get rid of any redness or veins on my eyes. So now to set that concealer, I'm going to take my Airspun Loose Face Powder. It's really important to set your concealer if you're going to do it like this, and that's because the concealer can crease if you don't, and also this little layer of setting powder makes your first shadow that you're going to blend onto your eyelid blend out so much easier. So today, as per request, we're going to be using the Jaclyn Hill palette. I've been using this palette non-stop. I actually love the formula of it. So I actually lost the sheet with all the shade names on it, so I'm going to have to look one up. That's my only qualm with this palette. I really wish that they would have just put the shade names on the palette. It would have made things so much easier than having to keep track of that little card with all the shade names. Okay, so we're back. I found the shade names online. The first shade we're going to pick up and start blending into the crease is Creamsicle, this yellow shade right here. And this is just to start warming up the crease and making blending of all the other colors a whole lot easier. And then the next shade we're going to pick up and start putting underneath that Creamsicle shade is called Butter. It's right next to it in the palette. And now picking up the shade name Buns right here, we're going to put that into the crease to further define it. And then if you feel like your colors are getting a little lost, you can go back in. I'm going to go back in with the Creamsicle shade and just intensify that a bit more. So now to cut the crease, I'm going to be using my Tarte Shape Tape in Fair. So the key for a good cut crease is you want to be sure that when your eyes are open and looking into your mirror, for example, you want to be sure that the end of the crease is visible for you. So like if I'm opening my eyes and I can't see the crease line where it ends, then it's going to really easily transfer my shadows into my crease, and I don't want that. So you really want to kind of just keep looking into the mirror, checking where your eye crease is, and go a little bit above that just so that you don't get the transfer into your crease line. And it keeps things looking super neat and put together. I'm going to start off by taking Enchanted from the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to start putting that into the outer and inner part of my eye. So the next shade we're going to be taking is Jada from the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette, and we're going to blend this into the shade Enchanted in the inner and outer corner. Next I'm going to wet my little brush. You can use setting spray, water, whatever you want to use, into the shade Queen from the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette. And I'm going to set that right in between the inner and outer corner. I'm going to dip into Jada with a small little brush and go back over top of the Queen shade just to further blend it. And then taking Buns from the Jaclyn Hill palette, we're going to blend this in the outer corner. And we're going to kind of mess up our cut crease in the outer and inner corner and just leave the cut crease in the top part of our lid. And if you start to notice your crease getting a little messy, it's okay to go back in with some Tarte Shape Tape and just kind of put a little line and clean it up. It might be considered cheating, but it's a quick way to just straighten things out if your crease starts getting a little faded, or you didn't draw it high enough as you thought it should go. And now taking my hard candy black liquid liner, I'm going to draw a wing. Taking some Tarte Shape Tape, I'm going to clean up the liner. And now I'm going to take the Perversion Mascara from Urban Decay and coat my lashes to prepare for falsies. And for falsies, I'm going to be taking the style Alpha Girl from Black Magic Lashes on Instagram. Finally got some duo glue to apply them with. I'm going to moisturize with the Glossier Priming Moisturizer, and I'm going to prime my skin with the Too Faced Hangover RX Primer. So for my foundation, I'm going to take the L'Oreal Pro Glow Foundation in the shade 201. And now I'm just going to conceal under my eyes with some Tarte Shape Tape. You really don't need a ton of this stuff because a little bit goes a long way. Taking my Airspun powder, I'm just going to set underneath my under eyes and the T-zone. I always like to bake my smile lines because they always like to pop through and crease my foundation, which is not okay. And then just to finish off the eyes, I'm going to go in with Creamsicle and Butter again and just kind of mix that underneath. And then just to deepen that a little bit, I'm going to take Buns from the Morphe palette. And I'm just going to coat my lower lashes with the Rimmel Glam Eyes mascara. And then to highlight the brow bone in the inner corner, I'm going to take Beam from the Jaclyn Hill palette. Now I'm going to blend out the bake. And now, unfortunately, since I've lost my second Anastasia contour kit in a row, I don't know what happened to it after I filmed my last video, but it's gone missing. Someone stole it. But I'm going to take the Morphe 9C palette, which is just basically their contour palette, and I'm going to be taking this shade right here. And then over top of that, I'm going to use Honey Love by MAC. And this is the finished look. So if you did enjoy this video, please like, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling up to it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!